Good morning, and welcome to Daily Disciplines. Well, we're coming up today on the 10th way to absolutely guarantee failure in your life. And I've encouraged you over these several days frequently to take a look at your life and see whether or not you are doing these very things. I assure you once again that my observation in the lives of people that I deal with and in my own life from time to time, I see myself doing exactly these things. And I see the majority of people doing exactly these things most of the time. And so, again, the question always comes back, doesn't it? What about you? What about me? I got to face me, you got to face you. And that trip to the mirror every day is certainly as much a part of daily disciplines as anything else. So let's get on to number 10. Think of anything except your goal. Find anything in life, anything. It doesn't even have to be a good excuse for not focusing on your goal. There are so many things going on in the world in which you and I live. You know, there are lots of ways to get distracted. There are lots of things that we could think about. You know, we can think about the latest TV runs, or we can think about the newest movie coming out, or we can think about the next sporting event that's coming up, or we can think about the game that was played last week, or we can think about that situation at work that we didn't like, or the one that we did like, or boy, the list just goes on and on and on. We can even think about those words that we uttered in frustration to that person whom we love so much, and now we're regretting it, and we're kind of trying to eat those words or get rid of them. We don't get rid of them. But they do become a convenient distraction from thinking about and visualizing the successful accomplishing of the goals that we've established. Why visualize success when there are plenty of things that have nothing to do with success or failure that we could visualize? Now, when I say they have nothing to do with success or failure, they only have to do with success or failure when we come to using them as distractions or getting rid of them so that we are not distracted. But whenever we use them as a distraction, they certainly are part of the ingredients of failure, and those things that guarantee a failure experience in our lives. And while you're at it, take action on these flights of fantasy instead of the goal. In other words, if you're going to invest time thinking about things other than your goal, if you're going to take time visualizing the successful completion of things other than your goal, then why not go ahead, take the next step with it, and not only visualize it, but begin doing it. You say, Skip, that sounds so crazy. And yet it does sound crazy, but I will tell you this, it's the easy path. As long as it's imaginary stuff, and it's stuff that doesn't make much difference anyhow, and it doesn't require a whole lot of commitment on my part, it's the easy path. And the easy path is almost always, I can't say always because I'm not in charge of absolutes, but it is almost always the surefire pathway to failure. And so today, again, as you take that daily disciplined walk to the mirror to look yourself in the eye and say, okay, what about today? What about what we talked about today? Do I visualize everything except my goal? And have I moved beyond that to even taking action on it? Or am I today focused on my goal? And am I taking action on those things that I have visualized as a successful part of my future? Have a great day. We'll talk again real soon.